Hello everyone! Can you imagine that everything is being developed and thought out to the smallest detail right now in the automotive industry? In the near future, we are waiting for full-fledged robots that can easily bring us to any place with minimal cost, park without problems, and even become our personal guide. As you can guess, even controlling the car with a smartphone will become a natural process, like snowfall in winter. In general, a lot of interesting things are waiting for us. So today, let's take a look at cars that will definitely change the way we travel in the future. Let's go! The Mercedes-Benz company presented their close-to-production concept of the CLA class car. I have to confess that they were able to impress their customers. The fact is that the car has a power reserve of 450 kilometers and consumes about 12 kilowatts per hour per 60 miles. Another feature is the support for ultra-fast charging with 800 volts. In addition, in order to drive for 400 kilometers, one needs to charge it for only 15 minutes. Such characteristics can really change the way we travel in the future. The company's designers have made an elongated wheelbase for the elegant four-door coupe, which promises to provide a comfortable rear passenger area. The 21-inch wheels, the curved rear, and the illuminated glass roof, which shows beautiful animated stars, attract the attention of the audience. As for the interior, it is a kingdom of minimalistic elegance filled with technology. The dashboard offers 5 displays. 3 of them run under a completely new MB.OS operating system and are powered by an NVIDIA water-cooled chip. So what's under the hood? An electric motor with a capacity of 235 horsepower, which weighs less than 110 kilograms, can be found inside. The electric drive has extremely high energy efficiency, i.e. up to 93% is kept on the way from the battery to the wheel during long-distance trips. In addition to an efficient power plant, the concept of the future has a Level 2 semi-automatic driving system, which is assisted by a LiDAR sensor and several cameras. How many of you here prefer elegance in style? Then you will definitely like the new concept car by Genesis Company. Their model is called X Convertible, and in its appearance, it is a real work of art. The car received a long wheelbase with a short rear part. The headlights, lights, and bumpers of the car were taken from the recently introduced Genesis Expedium Coupe, but at the same time, it received an original hard roof with 2 transparent inserts above the front passengers, a smoother line of side stamps, and original wheels. And the interior of such a vehicle is impressive. It has a digital dashboard and an infotainment system screen that go around the driver's seat and, as it were, hint that all controls in the car are designed specifically for the driver. Unfortunately, there is no data on the electric transmission of the car or its battery yet from the company. However, it will be wise to use the eGMP platform that allows to increase the power and size of the battery so that the range and performance meet the expectations of luxury car buyers. Genesis says that X Convertible is already a kind of beacon for the brand, which is likely to become a real inspiration for future projects. They want to inject more adrenaline into the concept so that the company's customers can receive it in the future. General Motors presents a new Cadillac inner space concept car at the CES Electronics Show. Its main feature is its absolute autonomy. So, instead of a windshield, this concept car has a TV. Yes, it's not a mistake. It is this model that shows how the American brand sees the personal car of the future. The prototype does not really have any controls and is designed for 2 people. According to the plan, the car should move only automatically, relying on a variety of sensors and LiDAR systems. The spacious interior of the two-seater sports car has a comfortable seat, and instead of an instrument panel under the windshield, there is a large onboard computer display. The infotainment system will run under the GM Ultifi operating system. If you don't want the advantages of a sofa seat, then you can disconnect it and move one away from the other. How can it be done? It's just that the inner space electric car is built on the GM Ultium platform, which allows you to effectively distribute the position of the batteries and increase the space in the cabin. The electric car is equipped with Goodyear tires manufactured using sound comfort technology, which reduces noise when driving, and the Sightline system provides all the necessary information about tire pressure, temperature, and load. Mercedes-Benz appeared again in a new image. It looks like they're trying to give us a hint about the near future. By taking inspiration from the origins of the iconic C111 from the distant 1970s, the brand introduced the futuristic Vision 111 concept car, combining the fascinating spirit of aesthetics with advanced electric drive technology. The stylistic similarity of the new supercar with those coupes can be traced both in the painting approach and in the shape of the air intakes, not to mention the doors that look like the wings of a bird. At the same time, the proportions of the concept are completely different. The design team of the automaker has already erased the boundaries between the physical and digital worlds in a virtual test model of the car interior. This solution contributed to the seamless integration of the physical interior of the concept and an interesting digital interface, bringing the driving experience to an unprecedented level. By the way, in the cabin there is no resemblance to the cars of the 70s. Everything has already changed here. The modern interior is designed in the spirit of minimalism. A matrix display with 8-bit graphics is installed across the entire width of the front panel. There is also a central touchscreen, and almost all buttons and switches can be found on the steering wheel. This electric car, equipped with 2 new generation traction electric motors with axial magnetic flux, is a real beast. In addition, the supercar has a new generation battery with cylindrical cells and an advanced liquid cooling system, which is also very impressive. The Nissan Concept 2023 combines the legacy of the Japanese brand when it comes to small hatchbacks with the vision of a perfect urban car of the future. The design of an all-electric vehicle is currently being offered to the audience. The large round headlights and basic silhouette are taken from the new version of their micro hatchback, which will be released in 2024. In general, the design of the new Concept 2023 is more experimental, with large aerodynamic borrowings from aviation and many elements of extreme detail. The atmosphere of a racing car can be seen even in the interior: bucket seats, rectangular steering wheel, and multi-point seatbelts. In addition, the Concept 2023 is equipped with lifting doors reminiscent of Lamborghini. If you remove elements such as huge wheel arches, a massive spoiler, low-hanging bumpers and side skirts, the basic design becomes obvious. It is expected that key elements such as large round headlights and tail lights, the hood and the silhouette of the hatchback will be transferred to the serial model in the future. If you think there is some information about the power plant of the car, then I have to disappoint you. The technical specifications have not yet been disclosed. However, it can be assumed that the upcoming model will use the CMF BEV platform and have a power reserve of 300 miles and a front engine with a capacity of 136 horsepower. You may even say that it's not that big, but let's see if this concept will see the world with its headlights and what will change in it. Now I'm going to show you a brand new car unlike any of the concepts discussed today. The most interesting thing is that engineers from the Netherlands have demonstrated to the world their incredibly attractive PALV Liberty model. Do you say it looks more like a helicopter? Perhaps yes, it's hard to disagree here, and all because of the propeller, which is directly connected to the power plant. What an unusual decision. Such an engine can be refueled with 3 different types of liquid fuel, which is also important. Takeoff and landing take place on the same principle as that of an airplane. In order to get into the air, the vehicle accelerates on a certain section of its path, which should not be shorter than 180 meters, but for landing it will only need 30 meters. Do you think you will be faster than the wind in such a gorgeous vehicle? You are wrong. The maximum speed of PALV Liberty in the air is about 140 miles per hour, and on the ground it can accelerate only to 120 miles per hour. The Aska A5 flying car has received FAA and DMV airworthiness permits, and now it can travel both by road and in the air. It is very convenient, isn't it? In fact, it is a hybrid electric with batteries and an engine with a significantly increased power reserve, which charges the batteries when the car is in flight mode. The company offers a flight range of 300 miles at speeds of up to 180 miles per hour. It turns out that with such an impressive vehicle, it will be simply impossible to be late for an important business meeting or some kind of event. By the way, a 4-seater vehicle the size of an SUV is capable of performing both vertical takeoff and landing from different helipads. With folded wings, the car can also move along regular highways. The uniqueness of the Aska A5 model is hidden in the fact that, based on a reasonable consideration of the weight of passengers and cargo, as well as what kind of runway you have, the aircraft machine will determine and offer possible options for how quickly you can get into the air. The other secret ingredient behind bringing the A5 to life is the hybrid electric vehicle's power supplies. However, the company is not in too much of a hurry to reveal all the secrets of its future creation, so we have to wait to witness it with our own eyes. Engineers from China have also joined the process of development of cars of the future, and that's why they presented a pre-production version of their drone car. The new XONG AOHD car perfectly combines flight and driving features. It looks like a 2-door coupe and has a short hood line extending into the front pillars. It also has a transparent door, which greatly increases visibility during the flight. In the rear, the car is decorated with the XONG logo, LED lights and high-power air vents. This flying car uses cameras instead of mirrors, and its wheels are covered with aerodynamic casings. The prototype has no visible door handles, which are intended to reduce air resistance during flight or driving. Talking about the most interesting details inside, I would highlight the retractable steering wheel, a huge transparent display, and voice control. But the main feature of the XONG AOHD is undoubtedly the special rotors located on the roof. In total, there are 8 rotors attached to the frame. At the same time, they can be hidden on the body when the car is on the ground. The only thing is that everything has been demonstrated only on virtual renderers. Only time will show if this project has any chance of becoming a reality. Pura Zero Concept by Lancia. At the Lancia Design Day event, the company presented a new logo, design language, and a new Pura Zero approach, combining the stylistics of all future models into one whole. The Lancia promises to use the same principle in interiors, drawing inspiration from the design of Italian living rooms. The tone is set by contrasting color blocks and simple architecture with an unexpected perspective. As for the materials, they are of the highest quality and fully comply with the principle of sustainable development. I have to say that in terms of the use of secondary raw materials, the company plans to surpass all brands belonging to Stellantis. About half of the surfaces that can be touched in the concept will be made of recycled raw materials or environmentally friendly materials. I have no doubt that special attention will be paid to the interior of future Lancia models. They will offer the comfort and spaciousness of a living room filled with homely comfort. To do this, the company joins forces with the famous Italian design studio Casina. In fact, I have to say that no one really knows what cars will look like in 50 or 100 years, and while futuristic artists and film decorators are actively fantasizing about the future, you and I can still reflect based on what already exists in our vast world. One thing is clear, all these flying vehicles are our future.